Alrighty, so it's been a little over a week where Killing Floor has gone radio silent, but I'm happy to announce they've gone ahead and updated the community again on their Discord. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to their Discord or joined their Discord, I highly recommend it if you want to keep informed with Killing Floor, as they do updates and they have a news tab, and there's also the community and the general chat that you can join. All of this is on their official website where they have the community news and everything like that, as you can see on my screen later on when we go into the breakdown. But I just wanted to say that just in case you're wondering where I get this information and how you can get the information. But if you're wondering why I'm doing an update, it's just because I'm happy to see that Killing Floor is responding to the feedback, and they've gone ahead and touched up the HUD elements in the game, and this was another talking point where a lot of people were not too happy with the generic looking HUD of Killing Floor 3, and whether you liked it or disliked it, I think we can both agree that it definitely needed some improvement, and there was a lot of beta aspects that were involved during the closed beta that definitely felt unfinished. You know, the overlapping numbers, the fact that everything looked like it could have been from any sci-fi game. You know, it missed that sort of Killing Floor 1, Killing Floor 2 HUD style, where it had like a little bit of a gritty, futuristic texture, but devs have gone ahead and showcased a few screenshots of what it's going to look like in-game with their HUD elements, so I'll just go through here with the HUD. So we can see here, Killing Floor Community Update HUD Elements. Hello everyone, the team at TRIPWIRE has continued working on Killing Floor 3 HUD and wanted to share the update look with you today. Everything shown is a work in progress, subject to change in the development progress. And we can see here, this HUD looks much cleaner. Now, me personally, I want to see better numbers. These numbers are a little too chunky for me. I like my thin numbers from Killing Floor 2 personally. I've been playing a lot more Killing Floor 2. I definitely enjoy the numbers. Just a little thing. Maybe it's just a me thing, but I definitely enjoy the thin numbers. I like the class number or class level rank here. You know, everything here looks a lot better. We can scroll down. We can see a little bit more flair going on. I really like this attention to detail, because before, if you're curious, there's pretty much nothing of this here. It was pretty much just like a blue box, and then you would see numbers. Same thing with this screen here. It was very generic looking. I think we, like, if you've seen it, if you know, you know. You know, it's very generic looking, but this looks very clean. This looks very, you know, I like how it's small. I like how it's in the corners, away from the main part of your screen. Even the, what's it called? The, Z time, which is basically slow motion, it's being displayed up here, and it has the red bar. I think before it was, like, just a black. I like these lines. The lines, I think, add a nice touch. Maybe needs to be a little bit more smoother, because it does still seem sort of like a PNG is put there, rather than, like, an actual, HUD element. But the smaller ones, in my opinion, look a little bit better. But yeah, so this is just, what we're looking at right now. This is obviously the Army Depot from the beta. Enemies, I think, are still a W. I don't think they really need to touch up anything on the enemies. But kind of seems like there might be a little bit more added grittiness to the map. Maybe that's just me. But if you don't know, Killing Floor also did a update recently where they showcased a lot of the concept art for their new map of the city streets. I made a video breaking down the whole process of that, so if you want to go check that out, feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for common Killing Floor 3 content, as I will be most likely doing a lot more Killing Floor 3 content as we get closer to launch date, whenever it is announced. And if you're curious, it has not been announced yet. During this time of March 19th, 2025. We're still waiting on a release date. It was delayed, originally set to release on the 25th of March. Now it's just been delayed to a to-be-determined site. You know, there's a lot of drama surrounding the game right now. A lot of people think Killing Floor has a gun to their head from the Embracer Group, as the Embracer Group now owns Killing Floor as of 2022. So there's a lot of drama with that, because the Embracer Group likes to cut companies that don't really get them the money they're expecting, I guess is the way to put it. So it's a sad state of affairs for all the gaming communities around the community-driven games like the Paydays and everything like that. But Killing Floor 3 is definitely on the right track. I'm happy to see TRIPWIRE responding to feedback. I'm happy to see we're getting roughly weekly updates on what they're working on, things to be worked on, and everything like that. You know, I'm really happy that they're going through this route rather than being just radio silent until launch day. This also allows the community to go ahead and respond to some of the feedback going on with the HUD. You know, as we can see here, you know, we got like the not bads, we got the devs cooked, love this, very cool, you know, looking good console game, please don't forget the PC gamers, yeah, stuff like that. But, you know, this is just good all around. I think we can all agree, W changes for the devs. Now, you might disagree with the way the new HUD looks, in terms of like the lines and everything, and maybe you still think it doesn't look that great, but you can feel free to voice your feedback and your opinions on the Discord. They even have a feedback section where you can write your own little post if you want, detailing what you dislike or like about the beta, as far as your experience went, or what you've seen, or even what you're seeing from the news and updates they've been giving. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video. I wanted to get out the news that Killing Floor 3 devs are still working on everything, you know, and they're consistently updating the community. I think it's a W change. You know, I'm a Killing Floor 3 fan who played the beta and started playing Killing Floor 2 right afterwards because I was just craving the game. So, you know, that's my standpoint. I just wanted to update all the fans of the Killing Floor franchise. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, I want to thank you for watching. And as always, I hope you have a good day.